Greetings and salutations. Welcome to another episode of 365 Days of Gaming. Much appreciated. If you're checking out this video, comment, share, like, subscribe. All those things are greatly appreciated, never required. So thank you in advance. Let's get into it. We're talking about a game that is based on one of my favorite animes of all time, and also is a combat sports game. Talking about Victorious Boxers 2 for the PlayStation 2. Now the game is based on the Fighting Spirit series, also known as Hajime no Ippo. So it follows young Ippo Makinouchi as he goes on his quest to be featherweight champion of Japan and eventually the world, and all of the crazy characters that are along for the journey, and you get to experience that in video game form while also playing one of the most different and intuitive boxing games that I've ever played. The movement system in this game is crazy. The punching system is crazy. Never really heard anybody talk about it when they talk about some of the best boxing games, best fighting games, but this game definitely has it. The characters have all of their moves from the anime, and the movement system is you're moving. Most games you're locked into the view of your opponent, and that's pretty standard, and it makes sense for the most part. But this game is so position based and timing based and just momentum based that you can literally run around your opponent. You could turn your back to them if you wanted to, and I wouldn't recommend that, but that's the type of freedom of movement. So it's like the footwork in boxing, which is something that's never really talked about, and especially shown in a lot of boxing games and fighting games. You can really see it on display here. Now if you're a fan of the anime, on top of that, you get to see all of the different boxers and styles and special moves in video game form. For example, when you go against the guy who has the shotgun punch, he really has that move, and if you're not paying attention, he will shotgun you, and you will see basically tens of hundreds of fists just flying at you in a split second, and the game will show it, and you can pretty much rearrange your jawline if you're not paying attention. Some of the fighters who are more like ring generals will have the ability to slow down time so that they can you can kind of aim your shots better and kind of counter and dodge. And then some fighters will be so precise with their punches that you can actually throw a punch and use a move to where you can aim exactly where you want that punch to go, and it is very effective. All of these different things in one system is crazy. Now of course, if you are a fan of the Ippo series, you know what you're here to see, right? And it's that Dempsey roll, and he's got it, and it is crazy and it is amazing. But I mean, there's so many other cool things. If you play with Miyata, he's got the jolt counter. Mashiba has the flicker jab, the Hitman style, it's there. Aoki will get the frog punch or the double punch. Date EJ has the heart punch or the corkscrew punch. All of it's there. They took everything about the anime, everything that made it good, didn't try to overthink it, and they put it in video game form, and it was a great game. Now there was a PS3 version that came out, but only in Japan, so I can't count that one because I've never really played it, but I heard that's actually a really, really, really good representation of the anime as well. Hopefully we get something coming. There's supposed to be rumored that there were supposed to be more episodes coming out. I know the manga is I don't know if it's finished or still going, but I know there's a lot in the manga that was never covered in the anime, at least the ones I've watched. So that would be cool if we got more of those, but I'm always a fan of the video game version of animes because I like combat sports anime, so I want to see that, I want to play it, and I want to feel it. And this game is probably the best representation of taking an anime and really putting it into video game form, but still giving you the freedom and being able to really show the characters from the anime in that form of fashion. So definitely want to shout this out. Again, hopefully we get something else, but if you are a fan of this series, you got to play this game. Okay, I had a copy, don't have it anymore. Got it when I was working at GameStop. Originally rented this game. I rented the first one, actually, the first Victorious Boxers. They ended up getting the second one on both for the PS2. And I mean, just incredible titles. Game that I still play to this day, even though I don't have a copy. I do what I got to do. And if you like anime, watch the anime. One of the best sports animes. It is the best boxing one. I know there's another one, not Megalobox, but there's another one that's a little bit older that predates it. I think it had a game for like the Neo Geo. It was solid, but Ippo is always going to be my number one. The Dempsey roll is deadly. I'm a big Mashiba fan because I'm a big Tommy Hearns fan, so I love the flicker jab, and that chopping right is dangerous. If you want to see me, come see me. But yeah, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. Appreciate you checking out the video. Y'all have fun. Y'all be safe. Peace.